Okay, in this video today, we're going to be talking about what college football coaches are next to get fired. Now, there's been about 4 coaches in college football that's been fired this year. Brent Pry at Virginia Tech. The coach's name at UCLA. Sometimes I forget his name. I can't help it. It's Deshaun Foster. His name's Deshaun Foster. Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State got fired. Then this past week, Arkansas coach Sam Pittman got fired as well, which we kind of seen that coming after they got blown out by Notre Dame, the loss to Memphis, and that close loss to Ole Miss. So who's Arkansas going to hire next as a head coach? I don't know. We'll have to see. So here are the next college football coaches are next to get fired. I can name you about 4 of them. And the next one is obvious. It's Billy Napier. Billy Napier at Florida. They're 1-3. Close loss to LSU, which LSU couldn't get no offense going. That loss to USF. The loss to Miami. And they play Texas this week, and the rest of that schedule is not even that easy. They probably won't even beat Mississippi State. They're probably at worst going to go. The worst they can do is 3-9. Or 2-10. At best, they can go 5-7 or 4-8 if things go right for Florida. Billy Napier is the next coach to get fired at Florida. It's obvious. It's him. Who else would it be? And the next coach is going to be... Who's the coach? I'm trying to think of one at the coach at Kentucky. Mark Stoops. Kentucky's 2-2. Not a really good start. The SEC schedule looks pretty brutal. Yes, they do play an FCS team that could be their only win. And they play Louisville at the end as a non-con game. It's a rivalry. They're not winning that. So it's not looking good for Kentucky. And Mark Stoops is on his way out. I don't see how Kentucky turns it around and wins games. I'm not high on Kentucky. I don't see how Kentucky wins an SEC game. Another coach I'm going to name, which some fans are calling for him to be fired, which I don't think they should fire him. It could be a mistake. It's Dabo at Clemson. It's Dabo Swinney. Yeah, Clemson's wanting him fired because they're off to a 1-3 start. With the loss to Syracuse, the loss to LSU, and the loss to Georgia Tech, which Georgia Tech so far is turning out to be a good team. Syracuse is not doing too bad. I mean, Syracuse is not great, but still. That loss to LSU, yeah, I get it. Even though LSU has no offense, it's not going to get easy for Clemson this year. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Unless by some miracle they win out and go 9-3, and maybe be lucky to play in the ACC title and win. That could be their only way. I doubt it. I doubt it for Clemson. I'm sorry. I doubt it. They might win 7 games this year or 6. That could be the worst Clemson's done in a few years, but I'm sorry, Clemson. You're not going to make the playoffs, and I don't think firing Dabo after one bad start is going to make things better at Clemson. It's probably going to get worse. That's probably going to be a big mistake. Before Dabo got there, y'all are winning 8 or 9 games a year, which that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. But since he got there, y'all winning 10 games or 11 games. Y'all won 2 natties. Y'all played in, 3 natties since he got there? And you want to fire him after a 1-3 start? Yeah, I get it. Clemson's been regressing in losses. I understand that. And he's not been very aggressive in the transfer portal. That's understandable, but if they have a losing season, I could maybe see them putting Dabo on the hot seat for next season. I could see that, but it could be a mistake for Clemson if they fire Dabo in the future. And who's going to replace Dabo at Clemson? And it could take years for Clemson to be good again. Clemson wasn't all that great before he got there in 2008. So, I'm just telling you, it's not... I don't know, Clemson. Maybe you might make a mistake if you do that. And the next coach who's next to get fired is Luke Fickell at Wisconsin. Wisconsin's 2-2. They're not off to a great start. They still got that brutal Big Ten schedule. I don't see how Wisconsin gets to a bowl game. 6 wins at a program at Wisconsin just getting to a bowl game, that's kind of unacceptable. They were doing better than that when they had Paul Chryst. Then they fired him for Luke Fickell, and they're only winning 6 or 7 games. So you fired the previous coach just to win 6 or 7 games. That's kind of smart, don't you think? So I don't see how Luke Fickell gets into a bowl game. At worst, they can go 3-9, 2-10 at best, maybe 5-7, 6-6 if lucky. I think Luke Fickell's probably the next coach to get fired. It's going to come down to him getting fired or Billy Napier. One of those two is going to get fired. So this is my video on the next college football coaches that's going to get fired. Like and subscribe, comment, share. If you like this video, that's awesome. And I'll probably be back for our next video. So that's it.